Well, good afternoon, Lakewood baseball fans. Welcome to Dick Cardinal Stadium. Well, actually, the baseball field next to Dick Cardinal Stadium on the campus of Lakewood High School, where today we have a real treat for you. The Lakewood Cougars are going to take on the Mount Vernon Bulldogs. The Lakewood team has been very competitive so far this year, and we will be starting momentarily. The treat today is going to be one of the players for the Mount Vernon Bulldogs, Xavier Nyan. That's his name. He's the prospect in the class of 2025 in all of high school baseball and he's from Mount Vernon, and he is in the class of 25. So next fall, he will be committed and playing at Oregon State University. However, if he's that talented a player, go right into professional baseball. You can see that the Cougars are there in their waiting. The umpires say to have them take the field, or maybe they're just waiting till 4 o'clock, which is the scheduled game time. The picture is a little bouncy, as you can see. That is from the wind that is blowing. And even though, as we look at the flags on the high school and the stadium there hanging limp, you can very clearly feel the breeze blowing out to right field. Just as we talked yesterday about how it was blowing out to left field in the fast pitch game, this is blowing strongly out to right field, coming in from right to left as we're looking at it. And as I can tell you from watching many baseball games here, the wind almost always blows this direction. It almost always blows out to right field. So we're going to pause and wait for the Cougars to take the field. I thought that we already had the meeting with the umpire behind home plate. I thought I'd already seen it, so I don't think we're waiting for umpires, but you can see the Cougars are waiting there. We've got a pitcher warming up down the right field line. The Mount Vernon pitcher has completed his warm-up process and is just standing in the bullpen area. So we are ready to go and waiting. So we'll put this on mute and we will wait to play ball. So thanks for joining us, everybody. I am sure we will start momentarily. the umpires is what we were waiting for. As you can see, they now come out, and the coaches have had their meeting at home plate, and the pitcher gets his 7 warm-up pitches, and then we will be underway. Two strikes on the hitter, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball floats in, must have been high. Looked like a pretty good pitch from our perch and center. End of the top of 1. Mount Vernon 1. Your Lakewood Cougars coming to bat. All right, Cougars coming to their first at bat, trailing 1-0. And Mount Vernon has a lefty going. Left on left. His first pitch is in and over for a strike. Goes all the way to the screen. And there's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Cougar hitter. It's a ground ball up the middle. Picked up and thrown to first, and he is out at first. So nice play by the shortstop, just picking up that slow roller. Throwing him out at first. That ball was inside. I couldn't tell if it was foul tipped or not. Batter was able to check his swing, so I'm not sure if the count. Ball's outside. Not sure if the count's 2-1 or 1-2 at this point. That's way outside. And that's outside for ball 4. So that was a check swing, not a foul tip. We'll bring up another left-handed hitter in the Cougar lineup. That's all the way to the screen. It bounces back to the catcher. He throws it into center field, but the second baseman backs it up. The runner can't advance. So we're going to call that a wild pitch. It's about the third time the ball's hit the backstop today, as this pitcher has been either very wild or the catcher is expecting the ball down and getting it up and is unable to make the adjustment. There's a strike. Tying run on second base. 1 out. Bottom of the first. Pickoff attempt at second base, and he is out. Leaning a little too far. And the second baseman was able to creep in behind and pick off the runner. Didn't look like he was going anywhere. Didn't look like he was trying to steal third. He just got a little over aggressive with the lead. Ball's grounded right to the first baseman. He steps on the bag, takes it himself, and out at first is the hitter, and side retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and we are through 1. The score is the Mount Vernon Bulldogs 1, the Lakewood Cougars 0. Moving to the top of the second inning, this will be the number 6 hitter for the Bulldogs, who after getting their first runner on with a walk, scored on a base hit, went down 1, 2, 3 after that. So maybe that's a good sign for the Lakewood pitcher that he's settled down into a rhythm and is going to throw strikes and get some outs. Ground ball to third, picks it up, throws him out, and that is 1 out. Second assist in a row for the third baseman. And that will bring up the number 7 hitter. And that evens the count at 1-1. Swing and a miss, and the Cougar pitchers ahead 1-2. That breaking ball misses low and away, evens up the count at 2 strikes. And that pitch is fouled straight back. Ball is fouled back. Count remains even at 2-2. That breaking ball misses away, and that's full count. That ball misses way away, and that's ball 4. That is the second base on balls given up by the pitcher. The first one came around and scores. He was the leadoff batter of the game. He was ahead 1-2. Several fouls, but eventually walked. Good at bat. So number 8 hitter now for the Bulldogs. And the runner takes off, called strike, and the throw is late. So they are going to run at will, it looks like, today against the Cougar catcher. Time the runner just went on first motion, didn't even hesitate. So runner in scoring position now with 1 out. That's swung on and missed. Runner takes off for third. That ball is hammered foul. So 2 strikes. And he steps off. Runner looks like he was ready to go to third. And the pitcher was a little distracted, and so he stepped off. That ball down and in and swung on and missed. And that's the second out of the inning on the strikeout. And now, 1 out away from getting out of the inning. Mount Vernon already leads 1-0, looking to add to the score, needing a base hit to drive in the run from second base. First pitch is over for a strike. This is the number 9 hitter in the Bulldog lineup. And another one breaks in for a strike. So way ahead at 0-2 on the hitter. And he steps off. The 0-2. Oh, it's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this is what happened to the number 7 hitter who's currently on second base. He was ahead in the count, and then he threw a lot of breaking balls and just tried to get him to chase. He never chased. There again, outside, trying to get him to chase. These Bulldog hitters have been very reluctant to chase that breaking ball outside. And so now the count is 2-2. That ball's fouled off. That ball is hit to second base, and the second baseman picks it up on a hop, throws to first, and the side is retired. So good inning for the Cougars. No runs. Bulldogs did not get a hit. They had a man left on the walk after 1.5. It's 1-0 Bulldogs. Moving to the bottom of the second, be number 4, 5, and 6 hitters up in the order, as the Cougars were tired in order. They had a walk in there. It's a chopper hit to short and third, and they run into each other, and that's going to be an infield base hit. Both of those players are down, and we'll see if they can continue. Looks like they're going to be okay. We're going to call that an infield hit. That's really the third baseman's ball to get whatever he can get to. And the shortstop, once he sees him, really should back off. But that shortstop is a very good player, as we said, number 3 player in the country as a junior. Play. Right way, and that's to first, and he's safe. So high copy. There's the second base. First pitch, up and away, ball 1. Ground ball, or fly ball, excuse me, to deep right field. Right fielder is back of the ball, made the catch. And there are 2 outs, so well hit ball to right field. Number 2. Throw to first. Back safely is the runner. Back again safely. High. Second score on a base hit, the only one of the ball game, and he swings his pitch. Out to stop. First pitch that's different than his first. 5 pitch. The 6-1 fly ball hit to left field, and the running catch is made. Running back by the left fielder. Good catch. And up is the number 3 hitter, and he hit a little short fly ball into left field that the left fielder was able to run in and catch and secure for the first out of the inning and hold what was then a runner on second from advancing. First pitch is over for a strike. And that's a strike. And that hits him with the 0-2 pitch. So batter's hit by pitch, so they have a runner on first base with 2 outs. And the number 4 hitter is coming to the plate. He struck out looking in his first at bat. We'll see if they try and steal. Mount Vernon has already stolen 3 bases, and the last 2 were on the first pitch, and there he goes, and he's easily safe at second base. So again, the Bulldogs continue to run at will. That's their 4th stolen base in 3 innings, and in fact, every runner that's been on first has now stolen second base. That's outside. Three balls, no strikes on the hitter. At this point, they might as well just put him on, get a force at any base. Oh, breaking ball right at the knees. That's a bit of a gift. It looked low. 3-1. That's fouled back. Count is full. Steps off. There he resets. And that's outside 4-4. Well, with a runner already on second base, I don't think that we'll see this particular runner on first take off on the first pitch and steal second, but we could see a double steal. This is the number 5 hitter. He hit a little chopper to the third baseman coming in, thrown out at first to end the first inning. He's up there with 2 outs and 2 on. Bulldogs leading 1-0, looking to add to their slim 1-run margin. That must have been high. That was definitely high. That was in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes. Just one bad one away here from loading up the bases. And that is down, and it's ball 4. So after 2 quick outs, a ground ball to short, a fly ball to left, a hit by pitch on an 0-2 count, and then 2 walks, has loaded the bases. That brings up the number 6 hitter for the Bulldogs, who grounded out to third to start the second inning. Timeout is called. Meeting at the mound. And again, you can see the camera bouncing. Tell how windy it is here today. First pitch is up high. And that's in and over for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's down. So pitcher's in trouble here behind 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's outside. 3 balls and 1 strike here. A bad one here would force in a run and extend the Bulldogs' lead to 2-0. That ball is popped up. Shallow left field. The left fielder comes in. The wind pushed that ball into left center. Makes the catch. And the Cougars dodge what could have been a very difficult situation. No runs. Left the bases loaded on a 2 walks and a hit by pitch. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Cougars trail by 1. Well, we're in the bottom of the third inning. Be 8-9-1 for the Cougars, trailing 1-0. Got out of that bases loaded and 2-out jam in the top of the third inning. Let's see if they can capitalize on that momentum and get on the scoreboard. That ball is up for ball 4, so leadoff base on balls. And for the second inning in a row, the Cougars have the leadoff man on base. Ball 1. And that's another wild pitch. And the tying run gets into second base with nobody out. Sorry that the camera keeps blowing and moving. We'll keep trying to focus it on home plate, but the wind is very strong. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Hitter calls timeout. Three-one count. Ball's punched foul. Now full count. Ground ball right to the first baseman. Steps on the bag. And while the right runner is retired, the base runner is able to get to third base. So 1 out now. Oh no, what's happening? And he's out. So they're going to call that a line out. And game. And now the third base coach, the head coach for the Cougars, is discussing with the first base umpire what's going on. And it does look like the first base coach now is on the other side of the fence and is indeed walking away. I don't hear any profanity. Disrespect. Pretty quick. New third base coach for the Cougars as the coach that was on third base is now in the dugout. And I wonder if, because there was a coaching ejection, if there's some sort of rule that now requires the head coach to be in the bench area. So disappointment for the Cougs. I thought it was a ground ball to first. Obviously, everybody on the Cougar team thought it was a ground ball to first. The umpire did not, and in the end, that's the only person that matters. That's ball 4. Lead off. So thing about that call is if he catches it, brand new ball game here in the top of the 4th. 1-1 tie. And the first pitch pushes outside. Here's 4, 5, and 6 now up for Mount Vernon. This batter singled sharply in his first bat. And that's in there for a strike. It's up and away. That's ball 2. And that's ball 4. So runner on first base. And it goes first movement, and he's on it foul. So thanks to some help from some of our fans, we are able to actually have some names now. We know that Jackson Griffith is pitching. Number 13. And we'll be able to give you a few more names as we go along. Balls in the dirt, stolen base, and that base on balls has now turned into a runner on third base and nobody out. Drew Edgar's in left. We've seen him make a couple of plays tonight. Tyler Duncan is in center. Infield's going to play in. Caden Hayes is the shortstop. We'll be able to hopefully get them as they come up to bat and read their numbers. And a swing and a miss. It's a short pop. Throw home and safe. Little bloop base hit into right field. Scores the run. That's Aiden Jones in right field with that throw. Infield was in. There's no way they were going to go out and get that pop fly in there again. Another and that's all four. So the blue base hit. Put runners one run in and runners on first and third. Who walked and struck out. Bulldogs have a 5-1 lead now. The Cougars have just tied it up. A walk, a single, a walk, a single, a sac fly, and a double have accounted for those runs. A run there as I was trying to get the Cougars' names. So, after 3.5, 5-1 Bulldogs. As we move to the bottom of the fourth inning, the number 4 hitter is up. Let's see if we can get the numbers so we can get the names. That's a line drive into center field for a base hit.
Oh, they're 27.
So we think that might be 27, Wyatt Pevney, who had that hit. The ball is inside. Ball 1. Throw to first, back in time. Ball's called strike. Looked in. Swinging and a miss. Throw behind the runner, easily back safe. Fly ball in short center field. Center fielder is able to get in and corral and retire the batter. That was the shortstop, Caden Hayes, who's hitting fifth. Runner will hold. Now up is Noah Irish. His first at bat, he got on a fielder's choice, grounded out to second base, or grounded out to second base. Ball is up. And that ball is up. Irish is able to leave two at the upper edge of the strike zone. That ball's outside. Cougars need base runners. Trailing by 4. Here in the bottom of the 4th. And he walks on 4 straight pitches. That pushes
23.
So that pushes Aiden Jones down to second base. There'll be a conference on the mound now. So first and second, 1 out. And a swing and a miss. Throw behind at second. This time the runner's back easily. And it's foul ball. That ball floats high. That ball's fouled back.
Number 6 is up next.
And that's a strikeout. So that's 2 outs. That'll bring up TJ Lyden. TJ Wyden. Swing and a miss. Two outs. Cougars down by 4. Have a chance for the base hit to creep a little bit closer here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That foul tip was caught, so that's a strikeout. And that ends the inning. So 4 in the books. 5-1 Bulldogs. We're in the top of the 5th.
That's what Greg was looking at.
There's no light on there. He's not there. This is the number 5 hitter for the Bulldogs. And he hits a fly ball over the left fielder's head, and it's going to be off the fence on a 4 hops. And that's going to be a stand-up double. The ball was hit over the head of the left fielder, Drew Egger.
He's not number 1.
So the pitcher and catcher have a little conference. Hitter showing bunt. And he takes a ball. The ball's inside. Ball 2. And that ball was high, I think, for ball 3. And that's in the dirt. So I guess that last pitch was called a strike because that would have been ball 4. But that ball is in the dirt, so the wild pitch puts the runner on third base. And the hitter's still at the plate, so it must be a 3-1 count. And he hits a line drive into left field for a base hit and an RBI. Runner goes, and he is safe. By my count, and this is of course very unofficial, that is the 10th stolen base of the day by the Bulldogs. Ground ball hit to Irish at second. They're going to say that was a foul ball off the batter's foot. And the pickoff attempt at second base is not close. Runner's back easily. And this is a ground ball up the middle. Irish has it. Throws it wide. And the runner is safe. So that's an E4. And the Bulldogs now have runners on first and third. First pitch is low. Bulldogs lead 6-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Pickoff attempt at first. He's back safely. It's a long fly ball over the outfielder's head. It will go all over the wall. Runners had to wait to see if it was going to be caught. So into second base is the hitter with a stand-up double. The runner from first goes to third. And the Bulldogs have runners on second and third with nobody out. And 2 runs in. It's a long conference on the mound. All right, the conference is over. And the number 9 hitter will step to the plate. And the squeeze gets the bunt down, but foul. That ball's a wild pitch, but the runner does not try to advance from third base. Ball was outside. That's full count. Fouled away the 3-2 pitch. And that ball is high. Ball 4. The bases are loaded. Inside, ball one. That's in and over for a strike. 1-1. Fouled straight back. Now ahead of the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Bulldogs have 2 runs so far in this inning. Lead 7-1. Have the bases loaded and nobody out. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's the first out of the inning. Ball is in for side. First, ball 1. This player has been hit on an 0-2 pitch, flew out to left, short left field, and has a double off the center field wall. And that ball's up and in, and it didn't go. Came right back to the catcher, so the runner couldn't advance. That's the second wild pitch with this runner on third, where they have not scored the runner because it's hit off the padding and come right back to the catcher. And that's a long fly ball to center field. Eggers tracks it down. Not Eggers. Center fielder tracks it down. Center fielder is Tyler Duncan. And batter is out, but it's a sacrifice fly. And an RBI. The runner will advance from second to third. The runner on first will stay at first. So it's first and third. Out. Runner from first goes. And he is able to steal without a throw. That's the 11th stolen base by my count by the Bulldogs. 9th batter of the inning. It's a fly ball down to left field. It's a foul ball. Fouled off. So we're in the bottom of the 5th. The score is 8-1 Mount Vernon. And they are up 4 in the 4th, and now they're 3 here. There's a line. The center fielder makes a nice running, diving catch. So Tyler Duncan makes the catch, gets him out of the inning. 9 men to the plate and lead 8-1. Going to the bottom of the fifth. 9-1-2 up for the Cougars. Try to get the numbers and the names for you as we go along. Fouled off. Ball's outside. Got a right-hander warming in the Mount Vernon bullpen. And that's a swing and a miss. And that's the first out of the inning. Now up is the leadoff hitter, Wyatt Pevney. He's grounded out to short, walked, and scored the only Cougar run. Ball's inside. He's able to lay off it. And that ball sails to the backstop. It is a sunny day, but it is very windy, and the pitcher's fingers and hands can get cold, and he's thrown several to the backstop today, and I don't know if it's because of his grip and the cold or if he just loses his control, because that was a perfect pitch right down the middle for a strike. Ball was fouled off. And that's ball four. So Pevney draws a walk. Second walk of the night for him. And he'll be on first base with one out. First pitch is fouled back. I believe this is the center fielder, Duncan, up, but I'm not sure. It's not the center fielder. Yes, it is the center fielder, Tyler Duncan, number one. There's a pop-up, shortstop, and easily retires it. 2 down in the fifth. And Pevney's on his way to third, and he has it easily. That breaking ball floats in. Ball's inside and it hits him. So that'll put runners on first and third with 2 outs. That'll bring up Aiden Jones. Jones called out on strikes and had a base hit in the second. I believe that player that was hit by the pitch is Griffiths, the pitcher. So Jackson Griffith on first. Pevney is on third. It's in for a strike. Cougars got their only run in the third inning. Pevney walked, was able to steal. And scored when he was on second base, and the pitcher tried to pick him off and threw it into center field while he was stealing third, and he just kept on going and scored. There's a fly ball to center field, and there's the catch. The side is retired. So no run, no walk by pitch, and the Cougars trail by a score of 8-1. Top of the sixth inning. Bulldogs with a comfortable lead. So they leave the Cougars 8-1. It looks like we have a new pitcher in the game. It looks like number 13, Griffith, is now playing third. And this might be 23 on the mound, Aiden Jones. We'll see if we can maybe catch that number. So Jones on the mound. We'll try to see who's in right field, who replaced Jones. So 5, 6, 7 up for the Bulldogs. Ground ball is short, and he's out at first. And that's in and over for a strike. And that breaking ball catches the corner. Strike two. It's up. Line drive up the middle for a base hit. So into right field is number 9. That's James Jones. So I don't know quite where he's going to hit in the lineup. Perhaps they will hit in the spot of the third baseman. But we'll have to see as we go along. And a called strike. Mount Vernon is taking its foot off the gas. They didn't try to score on a couple of wild pitches. And after stealing 11 bases, it's basically been a run on the first pitch and get a stolen base. They are keeping this particular runner at first base and not trying to steal. Called strike. And that looked like it was called a strike. That's a fly ball to right field, and it's over Jones's head. Looks like he may have lost it in the sun momentarily. Batters heading for third, and he will have a stand-up triple. And an RBI. So Mount Vernon now has a 9-1 lead on a ball that was hit high in the air right into the sun, and the wind absolutely carried that high and down the line as it's blowing hard out to right field. It's a fly ball to deep left center. It's run down by the center fielder, Duncan. But on the play, Mount Vernon will tag up and score and add another run to their total. 2 outs now. Bulldogs now have a 10-1 lead. Your ground ball to the shortstop, and he throws him out at first. Side retired. So 2 runs on a couple of hits for the Bulldogs, and they've now scored multiple runs in each of the last 3 innings, and they have a 10-1 lead here on the Cougars heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning. Caden Hayes is going to lead it off, a new pitcher for the Bulldogs. This time a right-hander. He'll be followed by Noah Irish. Ball is fouled back.
Looks like 24 is up next.
Yeah, Irish. Fouled off down the right field line, so that's quickly 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's a fly ball short. Shortstop has it. And 1 away. Hayes is retired. That'll bring up Noah Irish, the second baseman. Ball buckles his knees, in for a strike. Irish flew out to right and walked in his 2 at-bats. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. And strike 3 called. That must have been in the upper quadrant. It looked like it was high and away to me, but the umpire rings him up. And it's strike 3 called. Big swing and a miss. That breaking ball ties him up. Kind of a half swing, and down he goes. So side retired, no runs, no hits, no errors. 1, 2, 3 go the Cougars. And we're going to the 7th inning. Cougars trail 10-1.
As soon as it's over, I'm jetting to the car to stop it. Closes at 7.